So tell us about your interior decorating.
Well, this is interesting. Don't you think this is wonderful? This is what you get when you rent to people that con you. This is what you get when you rent to people that you think are responsible. They can come in suit and ties. They can come in fancy clothes, nice cars. But that doesn't change what they are. Okay? Doesn't. And this is a prime example. This house is a very prime example of people that can con a landlord, you know. And Morris has given people chance after chance here. We come in and the house will be clean, and the next time we come back, the house is torn apart. People are coming in and collecting money. We don't even know what for. People are putting their heads through the window just for the sake of doing it. No joke. I've never seen anything like this. Not in my whole life. They have no respect. And you know, people blame Morris for it. No, you can't always blame the landlord. Right? They pay the rent on time. You try not to interrupt their privacy by coming and bugging them all the time. Nobody likes that. I wouldn't like that, you know. But it doesn't matter what you do. This is the type of people you get in home. This is what you get. This is not the first time. And Morris gets condemned for it, and I don't understand why Morris gets condemned for it when he is not responsible for it. Do you know, if you're in an apartment and you break your window, what does your landlord say? Replace the window, please. You got your 10 days, or you're kicked out. No, Morris says, please replace the window. You broke it, and they say, up yours. And then they go on and on and on, and I've never seen anything like this. I am 54 years old. I've been around a long time. But in the last 3.5 years, I have seen one horror after another in not just his house. And City Hall comes down on Morris, RCMP comes down on Morris saying rent to better tenants. Okay, if somebody came into your yard and you're a landlord and he's got a brand new Nissan truck just like his, wears a suit and tie, he's 50 years old, okay, he's got cash in his hand, he claims he's working, Morris phones 3 references, they all clear him, what would you do? You'd rent the place to him, wouldn't you? It doesn't work that way.
I'll take it from the Okay, now Kathy has given you a good background. She's been with me from 2002, isn't that right, Kathy?
Yeah.
Okay, but this is not, now this is an every month occurrence or every 2 month occurrence. And it all started in 1971 when I got my first rent. As I paid the rent, they said, look, we've been told to ruin you. So I thought that was a joke. Came back at the end of the month to pick up the rent for the next month, and the main, this was in Vancouver. And the brand new carpet was removed. Fortunately, I had some detectives that were running around there. They said, look, this is an unusual thing. We'll find that carpet for you. 3 months later, they found the carpet, and I matched it with the piece that I cut off for the rent. So if you go to the Vancouver police station today, you'll see me shaking hands with the detective and the carpet there. That was just the first thing. Then we got everything. These houses, they started saying, I was from India, I was a landlord, I mustn't be an entrepreneur, so we don't want to do better than us. And they were just smashing the houses. I had university students, they did the same thing. And, you know, you expect better from university students. Somebody has told them and given them assurances that they wouldn't be punished. The cops used to tell me if I wanted to do my real estate, they'll make me criminal. I didn't hope here. When I had a car that was stopping at the most, not even a tenant. So most of the tenants, knowing that the cops are against me doing the real estate, they take advantage. They want to fight, they'll smash something, they'll know nobody can do anything. I've lost 2 homes just because the tenancy branch people started laughing at me. Yes, in Vancouver, the UBC people were we had a large house there, and each time you go to pick up the rent, a day earlier they'll have a party, they'll smash the toilet, they'll smash this and that, and they'll say, look here, fix it, we're not paying the rent. So I go to the tenancy branch, they'll give me Act, Section, this, that, and all that. Twice I went to small claims court, and the judge said, Mr. Fernandez, I'm very sorry that we have to throw this out. It's got no relation to the case you're talking about. I open the door at the tenancy branch, and as soon as I open it, the whole lot of them are laughing at me. So it's a deadbeat, it's a frustration. Somebody has planned this conspiracy to completely ruin me. It was getting so bad, I had to move the family out. In 1978, I told them, get out, because these people started to abuse me wherever I went. I became a bus driver in 74, and they would get on the bus and tell me all sorts of things. They would smash my car, they would harm my family, they would do all sorts of things. And I reported it to the transit, and they said, no, nothing is happening, you're paranoid, get a psychiatric evaluation. Then the psychiatrist said, look, I can do two things. If you're hearing all this thing on the bus, and you say so, they won't take you back. If you say you're not doing it, if nothing's happening, you can go back. So I said, look, I've got a family, man. So I said, okay, you go back to work, you're not hearing anything. If you go on to that thing, then it'll show you a 16-minute video showing this house, which I was fortunate to get for free. I saw one gentleman.
Are they going to ruin you?
All the people here? Absolutely. They've already ruined me. Millions of dollars. In 1979, I told the people in the transit, in 5 years' time I'll be a millionaire. I was on schedule. But they just smashed my houses. They'll smash the house, then I have to fix it up, I have to pay the mortgage, and I have to start. And I did it in order to do this. This house suddenly got too bad because they had just dumped 1,000 bicycles on that other house you saw there, and there's a $5,600 extra city hall tax bill, which I haven't paid and I cannot pay it. I don't know what's going to happen there. That came in there, and previous to that, we lost about $3,000 when tenants came in there and we couldn't get the rent. Like Kathy would go in there and they would do something to her or whatever, she couldn't get the rent. This was going on and on. Finally, we got them out because that lady had to be deported. She was an American. So this was going on and on. People just smashed it. And previous to that, we lost about $2,000. They wouldn't pay the rent. This is going on and on and on. Finally, I've raised as much money as I can. My visa is overdrawn. Everything is gone. There was no more money even to do this house. So I got to such a state that I knew I was going to start losing instead of winning. After 36 years, man. 36 years, and I'm living in a shed in Surrey because if I live in a house, all these people will start to hate it. Now, what I've decided to do is I'm going to, with a friend, I'm going to put this, I've got a whole bunch of stuff that I'm going to put in series, but right now, if you click on this mindcontrolhatred.com, you will get this place too. The reason I wanted you to do this because this chap just did a little of it. He didn't do all the rooms, he didn't do the writing, and he didn't show the washroom and all that, which is very hurt for this thing.
Can we ask you another question? You said 3.5 years ago it just started happening really crazy?
No.
I've been working with him for 3.5 years. When I came here 3.5 years ago, it was hell.
But what she has seen is nothing to what used to be before. Like in 2001, 3 houses were smashed. The one in Dogwood, this one, and River Parade. Vietnamese people came in. The reason they came in because the houses were vacant for 3 or 4 months, and these people said they wouldn't rent it, they have to suck them. And in spite of I did 1.5 million flyers from 1991 to 98, and a little further I continued till.
We heard about the flyers last time.
Yes. So that was because none of these people, they come and tell you, no, you're a bad person, you're this, you're that, you're not, unless you suck us, we won't rent from you, right off. And that knocks you out because these houses would be, so because of that, the people that we also got in here were not the best of types of people. They were drug addicts, you name it, they were all kinds of people. They may have come in suits and all that, but that was just a charade. But we either had to rent to them, or we had to lose the home. So but the damage that they have done is more than if they didn't rent it, but then you cannot judge that. We had one fellow saying here in the February of this year, January or February, that he wanted me to go to the States. So when he found out I wasn't going, he started interfering with the furnace, gas furnace. Then we had to bring somebody from Surrey, and he came and fixed it. And he was telling him, we got to make Morris Milwich, or we got to make him, so we're doing all this. Then later on, he started fiddling with the gas. The gas started coming into the house. So we got the telephone to shut it off, took the meter off, and chased them, give them another accommodation, and they moved out. But they used to come in the night here because the electricity was on and sleep here. So up till about last month, they were here.
What have they done in this house? Just give us a thing. We'll just see those rooms. Tell us everything you can remember that they've done.